Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie. Meeting your heroes is always disappointing.
They were never my heroes.
Hey, don't be so hard on them. They're doing their best.
You don't get an A for effort in this hellscape.
I didn't.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick with sitting on the sidelines while the Avengers keep striking out.
So am I. It's time to take control.
This is our chance to show Caretaker and the others that we're not a bunch of superhero school dropouts. We're the Midnight Suns, and we're the real deal.
Count this Daywalker in, Blood Witch.
Count this mutant, ex-despot of Limbo, in as well.
Well, if you guys are in, so is Sparky.
Good. First, we need to hammer out the deets. We'll meet later. Till then, mum's the word. Okay? Guess you overheard our conversation.
It was difficult not to.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
The Avengers are clearly out of their depth.
Damn straight. Now it's our turn to screw it up.
You do not sound too confident.
I just don't want to jinx it.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
Soldiers crossing borders, mostly in Eastern Europe. Lots of talk about Transia.
Hey, Charlie Warley, puppy face.
Not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Got more coil for me? Good. I needed something to do. Another magical mystery box. Good to think. Sometimes, I even impress myself. See that? This is some of my best work.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. I can't talk right now. The Hulk problem isn't going away on its own.
Antics aside, Hydra's never been this active. Hearing about sleeper agents pulling out from all the main three-letter agencies.
Can't believe I find myself wishing Red Skull were still in charge.
Hydra hasn't been this active since my Howling Commando days. There's something going on that we're not seeing.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it... Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
This should be useful.
I won't hold back.
Ready to work? Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Let's see him try to handle me now. Better test this out next time.
Not everyone wants my advice. Peace.
I've used the Abbey's chapel many times. It's nice to have a peaceful place of worship.
If you have... Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
Surely the situation is not as dire as it seems. There must be more to learn, more secrets to unlock. Some weakness we could discover about Chthon.
That's what I'm doing. If there's even a hint of a notion of a way to stop Chthon, I will ferret it out. If the circumstances weren't so dire, I might even find this fun.
Keep at it. Do not give up. We have to find something in one of those books.
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of knowledge we can use. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
Who were these elder gods? Tell me about them.
Siblings brought into existence on this planet by the Demiurge, the source of all life. These beings were named Set, Gaia, Ashtur, and Chthon. They ruled the planet for many millennia, each of them pursuing their own interests, increasingly battling each other for supremacy until finally it became too much. New gods emerged to topple the old gods and remove their influence from our world.
Nothing lasts forever, even for gods. Was Chthon always this monstrous evil from the very beginning?
There was always something wrong with him, but his insatiable pursuit of chaos magic eventually corrupted him in ways he could never reverse. While Chthon's sibling Gaia sought to nurture life on his planet, Chthon sought to absorb it into himself, to remake all life in his own twisted image. It was because of that evil drive that Chthon was banished to another realm.
And there he waits, ready to return when the opportunity presents itself?
Like now.
If Chthon returns, what exactly will happen to this world?
The world and all life as you know it will cease to exist, but it will not vanish. It will be recast in Chthon's image. We will exist only as extensions of Chthon, and the world will only serve to keep him alive.
What a hellish existence. What about the Darkhold? Could it not provide us with secrets of Chthon?
The Darkhold is dangerous in its own way. With Chthon locked away in another dimension, this is how he has sought to influence events in our world. It is Chthon's own words laid down in print. We cannot trust it as a reliable aid in our battle. It would be like trying to defeat Ultron using his own memoir. Nothing good will come of it.
And the writing is probably awful anyway. The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk, how important is he to Chthon's goals?
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability to stop Hydra and Lilith's efforts.
Something will have to be done about him, or Stark may lose his mind. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging. One more book. Maybe that will help the answer. A completed Darkhold brings comfort.
Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm? will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care.
Sheer numbers won't save you now.
Just when people were beginning to feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
Your time has come! You were too weak for this fight.
You've left a futile effort.
Time to bleed. Give the mother my regards in hell.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
Remember who started this. Don't cross my path again. I smell you. No one is to blame but yourself. So be it.
They are being reinforced.
I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it.
I feel more like myself every day.
Should get the blood pumping.
The loss of one innocent life is too many.
You're... You were too weak for this fight.
Be my victim!
They're mine.
Now that was something.
Time to get sick.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you. It is all coming back to me.
I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like
Leave some for the rest of us. Your mother abandons you.
maybe you should teach me that one.
Nobody's to blame but yourself. This won't take.
That's a neat trick.
It is too late for you.
have earned this! I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Without sunlight to fall back on, my job is about to get a lot harder.
You seem to have plenty of other tools, or toys, at your disposal.
Vampire more than the sun. It sure motivated you.
Fair point.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Ought to make things interesting. About time. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No. Allow me!
So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries, the better part of a millennium, in fact. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that!
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
I'll make quick work.
Together we are unstoppable.
You don't see that every day.
Are you ready for the afterlife? Should not have come.
have a medic available. They're quite fixated on me.
My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York?
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun.
Your master must be so proud.
They're hoping to wear me down.
Remember who started this.
How many times is that? Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. There is no escape.
The other side should fear you, Hunter, if they don't already.
The power of the light. Your time has come!
I thought you were supposed to be powerful.
circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
I understood perfectly well.
So be it.
I am impressed. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. No mercy for the servants of the Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
You'll see me again soon.
For a friend in need.
A welcome surprise.
I must have angered them. I will hold the line. Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms. Assistance. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. I am going to consider it. Feel my call.
Children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own. No one hurts you more than family. Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't, but not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
Hey Hunter, I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us.
You know, there are a surprising number of vampires in New York. A lot of them are cabbies. Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This is a small victory and worth celebrating, but a greater threat still looms over us.
Of course. I may be getting too far ahead of myself. Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the Sunlight Serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
Fortunately, I was there to show you how to make quick work of errant fools.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. and he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze. Is that it? Can we go now?
Ominous indeed.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother, Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods, including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
You're too weak for this fight. Now that was something. I am impressed. Your mother abandons you. Leave some for the rest of us.
I don't think we'll be seeing any Serpent Men, but in his heyday, Set created his own children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
I had hoped for a challenge. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. They cannot possibly match your strength. Out of the picture.
If you believe everything an old witch will tell you, when the now corrupt Set descended upon the Earth, he used the prevailing reptiles of the
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Return to your mother. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I am going to get you for this.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
The untold price of being favored by the Earth. Now that was something. This shall be of great help.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest. break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
Set regards no obstacles. The father of serpents is smiling.
Lilith's hiding place is just beyond that wall.
Set has decided not to. If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide. Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo. I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Oshter?
I always respected Oshter, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden, this was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. Straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him, reborn as the Mother of Demons.
She gave herself to Chthon for me?
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster?
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
You were trying to protect me, as you always do.
You've made this easier on me than it should be, kiddo. But I can't say I'm not glad that you still believe in me.
We can only move forward from here. We have spent enough time wading through the past.
You'll get no argument from me there. It seemed a bit touch and go for a minute with Dracula, but when hasn't it?
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
She made the right decision.
I like to think so. Although I'm not sure Wanda will feel the same after what she's been through.
And to say nothing of what this did to you.
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.
Nothing can stand in his way. Final resting place of Yelena Nikovic. She was accused of sorcery as a child and left to fend for herself. A familiar story. He sees our path. Autumn does not answer. Set is in good humor today. Autumn reveals all. Set revels in his blessing. Curious. That is something. That did not work.
For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage.
So I hear we kicked Dracula's undead butt? That's freaking awesome.
See? Blade is right. Nothing is better than the smell of burnt vampires.
Call me an idealist, but shining a light exposes the darkness for what it is.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
I can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Morbius shamed Dracula. The Lord of Vampires will rid himself of the serum.
I think you're right. Never mess with the sun.
You mean the suns?
But shh.
What?
It's a... never mind. Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter. Despite his setback, do not consider Dracula defeated. He has survived centuries for a reason.
I don't know if I could have reversed.